What's up, internet marketers? It's Ike Paz, and today I'm going to show you how to upload your KDP activity book with proper on-page SEO, and I'm also going to show you how to price it correctly. And the cool thing about this type of on-page SEO is you don't need any backlinks, you don't need to pay anything, and it doesn't take very much time at all. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to get more videos, tutorials, and guides just like this one. Okay, first thing you want to do is go to the Amazon Direct Publishing dashboard, your Amazon Direct, your direct publishing platform account, whatever you call this, and you want to click on paperback. You click on paperback, you'll be taken to this page, and I have everything set up already, so I'm going to show you right over here. Let's say, for example, I'm targeting an Egyptian coloring book. I'm targeting this keyword, right? You wanna, you wanna put your book title, and you also gotta make sure your book title coincides with the actual, book title you're using in your cover. Okay, so you can see here, Egyptian coloring book for adults. I'm actually going to add that Egyptian coloring book for adults. Okay, really cool, really easy stuff. Okay, next thing, I'm gonna put my sub headline. The only Egyptian coloring book with proverbs, mandalas, gods, and goddesses. I'm gonna put a comma between mandalas, gods, and goddesses. Now, this is all based on the keywords that I found. So if you come down here, you'll see that these keywords, I got Egyptian coloring books for kids, Egyptian coloring books for adults, Egyptian coloring book, Egyptian gods and goddesses book, Egyptian mythology books, coloring books, and adult coloring books. So I have a good mixture of broad and narrowed down keywords, and I want to sprinkle these keywords into my headline, into my sub headline, and into my description as much as possible, at the same time sounding natural. Okay, so I'm going to copy my sub headline, stick it in the subtitle area, and I'm going to copy my little description here. Let me read it out to you real quick. Within our Egyptian coloring book for adults, you'll be greeted by your favorite Egyptian gods and goddesses. There are also inspirational ancient Egyptian quotes and scenes from Egyptian mythology. Okay, so as you can see, I sprinkled a lot of the words that I found in here into my description. Okay, so when it says series here, don't fill anything out. Edition number, don't worry about it. When it comes to author, you want to put in your first and last name. In this example, I'm putting Joe Smith. Contributors, I always put nothing. In the description box, I'm gonna drop my description. I own the copyright, and I'm gonna add my keywords now. Egyptian coloring book for kids, I'm just gonna put it in there. Maybe I can get some traction that way. Okay. Egyptian coloring books for adults, I'm gonna add that. Now there's no real rhyme or reason where I place them within these 7 different boxes. I just like to add my keywords from the narrow keywords to the general keywords, right? Okay. So again, I'm not putting too much thought in where I'm adding them within the 7 blocks, just adding them in. Okay. Just like that. Coloring books, and feel free to watch this again and see how I created my subtitle, my headline, and my description. Okay, so just like that. Now this is a pain. A real pain in the category section. It's just time consuming. Okay, but first I'm gonna go to adult content and click no. There's no adult content. And let's choose some categories. You just have to, you have to look around and find the best match for your audience, right? So I'm gonna go to, I believe, nonfiction. I'm gonna go to crafts and hobbies. Okay, so I went ahead and selected. You're allowed only 2 categories, and I selected 2 angles: fiction, fairy tales, legends, and mythology for one, because I'm dealing with ancient Egypt and their mythology. And then I went with nonfiction, crafts, and hobbies, and I put it in general. I could not find coloring. Okay, so you want to do the best you can to match your low content book or your puzzle book with the best type of category possible. Click save. Okay, then you click save and continue, where you'll be taken to the next step. Okay. Now they're gonna ask you to assign a free KDP ISBN. Just accept it and get your free number. Okay. After you're done with that, don't worry about the publication date. I don't worry about that. I always choose black and white with white paper. I'm gonna select this interior to be 8.5 by 11 inches. Okay. When it comes to bleed setting, I'm gonna select bleed PDF only. Matted is okay with me. Now I'll have to upload the actual interior. Let's do that now. So if I go to my documents here, my download section, and I put in EGY for Egypt, my interior should show up, and that's uploading now. Then after I'm done with my interior, I go to book cover. You want to choose upload a cover. Okay, then upload your cover. Now again, I show you how to create covers within this free guide below. Okay, so 1 second, let me find the cover for this book. And the cool thing about this is you can upload a book a day. Okay, it's very little time commitment. I do stress spending a little bit more time than other people. Some people just spam the hell out of KDP. I recommend you do put some time and effort. So for example, in this little book I'm creating here, I'm adding quotes and all this stuff. It took me like 30 minutes to create this coloring book. Once I'm done with that, I want to launch preview, see if everything jives together. If I perhaps miss the bleed marks and my designs go over the bleed marks, I want to see all that good stuff. Now I can check out if my cover looks good, if my actual interior looks good. So my cover looks good. I'm going to check out my actual interior. As you can see, my mandala is partially within the design, okay, within the actual page. I did that on purpose because I want that effect to create these mandala boundaries. Everything looks good. I got the Egyptian gods, I got my mandalas and a quote in the middle, proverb in the middle. Yeah, this all looks good, okay? 41 pages of this. So I'm gonna click approve, okay? Once I have that, Amazon's gonna tell me how much it's gonna cost for them to print it out. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna save and continue, and then I'm gonna price my KDP low content activity book. I'm gonna put all territories here. I'm gonna price it. I like to do it below $10, $9.99, because I spend a little bit more time than usual. Expand distribution. Always check this. Why limit yourself only to whatever country you're at? Okay, it's gonna take 72 hours for this to be available if it's approved. Publish your paperback, and that's about it.